to introduce you and ourselves to the wonderful diverse climates here, including
the salt flats.
The salt flats.
It's
so
cool.
Keep watching and we hope you enjoy.
Yay.
We began our tour at the Bolivian border and immediately made friends with our crew and our guide. All the cars are about the same, but we were very glad that we lucked out with Yorigtica. The whole tour is just jam-packed with things to see and do. It's very exciting. I'm not going to tell you everything that we did. I'm just going to let you enjoy it. I will say we did not expect the food to be good, but it was delicious.
So we were just told to walk across this geyser field, but like to be really careful and not fall in. I'm not sure what we're doing. We were warned that on the Bolivian salt flat tour that we would not be getting very nice accommodations and like dorms and, you know, maybe showers, probably not. But this is our room. Like a full double bed to ourselves. Pretty nice. And our guide told us this was our bathroom. But it's just a dirt hole. He was joking with me.
Oh, yeah. Hola, ¿cómo está, amigo? Bienvenidos acá al hostel de Quetena, chicos. Entonces, de esa manera, ¿ya? Enero, cultivan aquí, en enero, febrero. Marzo, abril, mayo, junio, julio. En septiembre ya cultivan, siembran la quinoa.
Sound. Oh wow, this place is super fancy.
The last day was the grand finale. We finally got to the salt flats. You get there in time for the sunrise so that you can see the beautiful mirror effect on the water/salt.
There's so much salt here.
Each crew generally takes a lot of time to have some fun with perspective as well. Look at those crazy kids. Final stop at a train cemetery before landing ourselves in Uyuni. Our next stop was the cute little town of Tupiza, a very peaceful, off the tourist track spot. We stayed one night at the Hotel MITRU, which was very charming and honestly had one of the very best breakfast buffets we have experienced in all of South America.
Where are we and what are we doing?
Well, we're in the wild west of Bolivia.
Ooh, the wild east, actually.
Yeah, but it's where some of the Wild West films were shot.
Yeah,
so,
like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah.
So we are going to ride horses for 3
days.
whole days. Stage, getting everything all packed up in these panniers.
We're gonna put on some gaiters, and very importantly, we're gonna be wearing some cowboy hats. Fully ready. Got everything ready.
Bienvenidos a Tupiza. Que la pasen muy bien, chicos.
For 3 days, we rode with Oscar, speaking only Spanish, and getting pretty sore butts, but really enjoying the beauty of the area.
Valle de los Machos.
Ah, sí, muy macho. Ensalada
Ensalada,
es
espagueti
spaghetti,
y albóndigas. de carne.
albóndigas. The whole trip was really amazing. We were well fed. It was just a very enjoyable way to get off the tourist track and make some new friends. All right, here's our home for the night. How you feel about your first day on the horse? Whole day?
Pretty good.
Yeah? Cool. On our second morning, we awoke in ESPICAYA, the place we stayed both nights we were out, and rode out to the Valle de los Condores. Siesta time. ¿Y Oscar? ¿Siesta? ¿Sí?
Acomodar las sillas.
On our way home, we got caught in a little rain. On our last morning, we awoke to help make lunch for the day. Then we rode out and planned to try to ford the river, but it turned out it was way too high. So instead, we went back the way we came. From Tupiza, we flew from Uyuni to La Paz, where we first encountered corona issues. The best thing about the flight is you get to see the full salt flats as well as La Paz on the way in. La Paz, the capital of Bolivia, is bustling with people and shops, and every day the streets look different with different vendors. There's beautiful old buildings and green spaces, and best of all, cable cars. Okay, what are we doing?
Going for a ride on the Teleferico.
Ooh, one of the 7 modern wonders of the world.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
La Paz has like 7 or 8 different lines, and we're just gonna cruise, man. Ooh, this is fun.
Get to see the city quick this way.
Uh-huh.
Another favorite thing we did was Cholitas wrestling.
Right. So this ticket, we get to go to the bathroom twice and all this other stuff.
Cholitas are traditional Bolivian women, and in this show, they come out, they win over the crowd, they wrestle some more. Sometimes even the referee gets involved. He's an evil bad guy. And the crowd gets involved. Yikes. From La Paz, we also decided to climb Potosi at 20,000 feet. First, we had to get outfitted for the adventure, and then we drove up to base camp. From base camp, we set out with Juan, our guide, to learn how to walk on ice. Look at him free climbing up that ice wall. We had to use ropes, of course. All right, so we are at base camp. Definitely harder to breathe. 15,500 feet. About the highest we've ever been. And then tomorrow we hike up to high camp, which is at 17,000 feet. And then the next morning at 1 a.m. we start the really hard part up to 20,000 feet. So we've been getting a lot of tips and advice. The group that we saw today come down the mountain didn't make it. They all got really sick and they had to turn around. So it's got us all thinking. After much sleeping and eating, we set out on day 2 to climb up to high camp. It was very foggy. About halfway, you stop here to pay the fee and keep going. Okay, so we are now at high camp, 17,000 feet, feeling okay. And tomorrow morning at 1 a.m. we start the hike up to 20,000 feet. And we're so all very excited and not nervous at all, right?
Yeah. Sounds good.
What are you doing?
For some reason I'm climbing to 20,000 feet in a snowstorm.
Eventually the snow stopped and we could see the lights of La Paz as well as the lights of other climbers ahead of us going up the ice wall.
So we didn't make it to the top of the summit, but we did make it higher than we ever made it. So we were at 5,780 meters, and I just was running out of breath and couldn't keep going. So Missy turned around with me and we're heading on back down with Juan and gonna catch the sunrise above the clouds here.
So we made it back to high camp and we almost made it to the top, but Ruben was not doing well. And if you know Ruben, he is not one to complain. So if he's saying he's not well, he's not well. So it was very important that we just went ahead and came down because he felt almost immediately better. So yeah, lesson learned. Like, don't just take it for granted that you can just do everything. We saw beautiful views and it was an amazing experience. So it's good.
Last but not least, we left La Paz to visit nearby Lake Titicaca. En route, we stopped in Copacabana and picked up a ferry that took us to Isla del Sol, one of the most beautiful, peaceful places we've ever been. Just look at the views from our hotel room here. There's something truly magical about this island. You can just get lost on the little stone pathways. There's flowers everywhere, people working, burros. It's just really delightful. One of our favorite things was learning how to be a cochiadore in ESPICAYA. Cochiadores are thieves, like children who steal fruit from the plants of neighbors.
All right, coquia.
Tuna.
Coquia tuna. Penca. You like it?
It's good.
We also took a formal class on Bolivian cooking in La Paz where we learned how to make api con pastel. spicy mondongo. And of course, learned about Bolivian liqueurs.
All right, Ruben's gonna go pan for gold the old school way.
First, you sift the dirt, then you put it in the pan, then you use water to kind of rinse it off. Swirl it around, Ruben. Swish.
Ahí está.
Yo pensé que era chiquitito.
Chiquito.
Pensé que era un polvillo.
Oh, sí. Mucho oro. All right.